month, and now they also have a cake of the month. Ooh, so we're also doing the cake of the month. The pie of the month is pumpkin for obvious reasons, and then the cake of the month is apple spice with cream cheese filling. The pie is the normal $3.99 for a slice, and then like you can buy the whole pie too. The cake, however, is $5.99, which is interesting because that's a little bit more expensive than these slices of cake usually are. It's usually comparable to the pie. So I'm going to try the much like their I don't remember what we did. It was like a pumpkin spice bundt cake, I believe. This has a very strong like clove. I really like their clove. If you're not a clove person, you might want to skip this. It's very strong. It's not as strong as the pumpkin spice bundt cake because I can still feel my tongue, which I couldn't after I ate that bit of pumpkin spice bundt cake. But it's got a very strong, like pumpkin spice kind of flavor. Versus there's some pumpkin pies that are a little bit more on the pumpkin side. It is fresh though, and you can tell because it's not like grainy or gritty. We went to Black Angus on Thanksgiving for lunch, and the pumpkin pie they served us, I believe, was frozen. It was like grainy. It was like it froze and then it reconstituted, and there was like bits of. It was not good. But yeah, so this is apple spice with cream cheese frosting and filling. It's got these cute little sugar leaves. Walnuts. There's nuts in this. I believe they're walnuts. There might be actually multiple kinds. I'm not entirely sure. But they appear to be walnuts. So just a forewarning. There is nuts in this. By the way, if you get anything from the bakery and you have super severe allergies, just know that a lot of the stuff does have nuts in it, and it is prepared in a facility that has these things. It's not like separate. They do, however, have gluten-free brownies and cookies that are packaged off. They're from a different company and they bring them here. So if you want something still, you can get that. That's just a like allergy note. This is kind of interesting. It's sort of like their carrot cake, but it's a little bit like drier because their carrot cake is like really moist and chewy. This is a little bit drier, and it's kind of more pleasant texturally because if the carrot cake sits around for too long, it kind of can become like squishy instead of like chewy because the carrots like release and then it just becomes like gross. This I think will fare a little bit better. It's a very like travel friendly thing, but I don't think you can get a whole cake. It doesn't say on the thing, so we're not sure if you can get a whole cake, but this is a very, like, you can take this home. Some of the things we have to eat here, but some of the things we can take home with us. Like, I'm probably going to have to eat this piece of pie. We're not going to be able to take it home, but we might be able to take this home. It kind of depends on how we're feeling. If you don't know, we don't necessarily eat everything that day when we get the food, because sometimes we're reviewing a lot of stuff, and sometimes we just have to take some of it home. Especially when it's stuff like this. I can't eat both of these. So even though there's multiple people in the family, sometimes we buy like 4 things and we're like, ooh, no, that's too much sugar for the day. Especially if we've already reviewed something like a funnel cake. So yeah, I think between the two of these, I just personally would get the cake. I'm not really a pumpkin pie person. Might have something to do with the fact that I just bake a bunch of pumpkin pies every year, because when you roast pumpkins, you get a cup of pumpkin for every pound of pumpkin, which means we just have a lot of pumpkin. So, yeah. I am going to take another bite of this. Oh, God. No, and I will see you in the next one.